Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to use your third eye to heal anxiety and fear, and why the answer is not to eliminate the shadow, the fear, and the anxiety, but find a way to approach those energies from a much more empowered position so you can actually accept everything going on in your system and not try to run away from what is trying to get your attention. Because the more you resist something, the stronger it becomes. And if you're back on this video and you enjoy my content, or you just want to expand from an interdimensional level while you understand new levels of self-mastery that can be incorporated once you adopt different interdimensional skills, then subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below on what you think of the video. Like it if you enjoy it, and share it to somebody that could use these words. Now, to go right into it, fear and anxiety are kind of energies which work simultaneously with each other. Sometimes we notice our fear, which can cause us anxiety, and sometimes we have fear about the anxiety in our life and how it is going to affect our future and possibly limit our potential as we move forward. Because our subconscious mind is a program of information that is running on the hardware that is your mind. But this program is made based on the emotional reactions you have had to certain experiences. So then in the back of your system, you have a particular energetic association to a particular stimuli. So whenever you experience something with your five senses, based on what has happened in the past, your system will have a similar reaction to that thing. And it'll continue producing the same results. And when we're evolving past the idea of being a limited human and going beyond the limited self, we understand that patterns of disempowering energy are there for us to look at so we can heal them and understand what we're there to salvage from them. Everything is a resource if we can understand its value and not judge it. So I'm not asking you to use your third eye to go above fear and anxiety as if they are something you need to defeat and something you need to extinguish from your reality. But when you're feeling fear and anxiety, you shift into your higher self. You shift into the observer state and a position of consciousness that you have experienced during activities like meditation, or when you're being creative, or when you're ascending. You know, those moments when you remember this ecstatic feeling as you are going outside of your body and tapping into something greater, you are really getting closer to your higher self. And so the third eye is a doorway from your body into the universe. The third eye is how your mind is able to decode the information that is coming from the alternate dimensions of this universe that your soul is of and getting to experience. So when you realize that, okay, even though I'm feeling a lot of fear and anxiety and maybe worry about the future and it's affecting my nervous system, I know at a core that I am an interdimensional soul that is an encapsulation of the entire universe and all the frequencies and powers and magic that exists in that expansive field. When you can feel into that position, and then you allow your body to be below you because it is in a dimension beneath your soul. If we're looking at their chronological expression of the third dimension, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, your job as a soul is to be the parent, the divine mother and the divine father to the child that is your body and your subconscious mind, and your ability to express the soul's potential in a human body and do the work you have to do on this planet. And so when you are in that state and you're integrating and you've gone through an awakening and you realize that you have to integrate back into the body and decide how you would like to experience the matrix now that you realize you have more power in it and it is not your enemy, at that point you're going to be called to shift into different dimensions depending on what a situation calls for. A dimension is a unique state of consciousness. Now, yes, there is a numeric level of dimensions, 1 through 13, but the definition of a dimension is to be in an alternate state of consciousness. So it's almost as if you have the experience in front of you, and depending on the place you are at in your own interdimensional system, you're going to shift so you're able to experience and look at the thing differently. So being in your higher self means that when you feel the fear and the anxiety, you realize it cannot hurt you because it is only affecting your body and the programmed mind that is running the body you're getting to experience with that particular reincarnation. So it shifts you from being in the chaos to being somebody outside of the chaos that is supposed to manage the chaos itself. It shifts you from victim. And I know when you're feeling levels of pain and frustration, it does not feel okay. I'm not saying that it's okay. What I'm saying is that you can allow yourself to feel these deep emotions and not dismiss what you're going through or the shadow that is coming up, and see fear and anxiety as a way for you to develop more safety with those frequencies in your body. But when you're feeling like you are just those emotions or the frequency of fear and anxiety, and you can't pivot out of it, almost like a dance, then those frequencies start to determine your worth. They start to make you feel like the future is not as bright as it could be. They distract you from your true power. Now, you are supposed to take moments of the day and periods of your life to truly get immersed in your emotions, to truly see the power of each emotion and how each is a unique form of energy that doesn't act like any other energy. And you can allow yourself to go deep in those waters and go to the bottom of the sea in that darkness and see yourself and create a relationship with that part of yourself. But then you have to know when it gets too heavy, okay, I'm not just the body that's getting to experience this frequency of emotion that feels trapped. I'm a soul, and you can pivot out of it. So using your third eye to heal anxiety and fear is truly reminding yourself in those times where your nervous system is continuously in uneasy disrest. To remind yourself in those times where your nervous system is not allowing you to perform tasks and is really getting in the way of you living in your power, that this anxiety and this fear is just an energy that your body is experiencing. And your soul always knows how to operate outside of those limitations. By allowing your soul to be this force of nature that sees everything as perfect, and then you can carry your fear and your anxiety with you as your soul barrels through any resistance. And then your fear and your anxiety can basically be the misunderstood friend that turns into the understood friend. It becomes the, illusional enemy that becomes this close-hearted family member. When you know why your fear and anxiety are doing what it is doing, and how you're not truly just the anxiety and fear, and that those things are just part of a system that you are getting to experience, but not that you're just of. So think about that a little bit. When you're feeling the anxiety and the fear come up, and this could be just long-term anxiety, which is something I've experienced, which means that you just constantly feel unease. This could be anxiety of a situation that is occurring in your personal life, business life, or relationships. And it could be the fear of growth, or the fear of messing up, or the fear of failure. And when you're doing those things, remember to not take those thoughts too seriously. Now, what I'm saying is not dismissing the fear and anxiety and telling it to shut up and saying that it is bad and shaming it, because that is a part of your system. And if you're not respecting the parts of your system, they're going to retaliate against you. Right? It is basically allowing yourself to know that you can feel the fear and anxiety and take moments to drift into embodying that in the third dimensional container your soul is in. But then you return to your default state, which is this human is experiencing a level of pain and anxiety and fear. Why is it happening? Is there a way where I, the soul, can send information and energy to this body to make it feel like whatever it is experiencing is not the totality of its existence? It's important for you to know that when you're feeling fear and anxiety, even though you can allow it to embrace your body if you truly want to respect the frequency, and it may feel like it's overwhelming and it's all you are, you can still pivot your consciousness into your logical mind, and then pivot into your analytical mind and think, why does fear exist or anxiety exist in the first place? So don't be chained by fear and anxiety. Imagine that your system is a large city or civilization, and every emotion you have, every state of consciousness you've embodied or want to embody are different people of that civilization. And your job is to figure out how to create harmony between all of them. So when you can feel into your higher self and you can feel into the power of the universe, something greater than your body, that feeling you tap into during deep states of meditation, go up as if you're in an elevator and feel into this huge magnitude of energy that is your soul, which is like a large orb. But really it's connected to the entire universe, and it's sending energy out into the universe, and it's receiving energy. So it's this large orb that is also a powerhouse. And imagine sending healing energy down into your body, into your programmed mind, telling your body and your programmed mind it is going to be okay, it's going to be safe. Sending calming energy from your higher self down into your body so your nervous system can calm down long enough for you to realize what is truly happening and to not feel trapped by this component of your system. To see the whole system at large and move from there. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're interested in content that examines the human nature from a perspective that is outside of limitation and truly brings you a level of integration through explaining to your mind different ways you can interact with the quantum field. Subscribe to my channel, comment down below what has been your experience with leveraging your third eye into fear or anxiety, or maybe you're still wanting to learn, so communicate with me so I can help you. And like the video if you enjoyed it, and share it out to your friends. And if you're a person that is trying to remember things from your soul that you keep being called to reach into, but you just can't put a finger on what that thing is, reach out to me for Galactic Quantum Coaching, because what I do is I assist people that want to remember the magic and power of their soul so they can really integrate a level of mysticism into their current reincarnation. And if you have a galactic mission and you're really wanting to connect with your soul family and remember the power and the technology you had when you were this starseed being, let me show you how to introduce you to skills that can allow you to interact with the universe the same way your starseed reincarnation did, by explaining it to your mind in a very articulate manner. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for being here. Bye.